Francis, rapid fire question round. You ready?
Ready.
Brock Lesnar, good UFC career, yes or no?
Yes.
Good WWE career.
Yes.
Would you still pay to watch him live?
Yes.
Oh, God. It's all yeses.
All the yeses. What about you?
I don't know if his career in the UFC was good.
Define good.
Actual fighting.
No.
Okay. In terms of success in pay-per-view buys, yes.
Yes.
Big-time moneymaker. So SureDog.com, that has all the records for UFC fighters. Hasn't been a good last run for Brock Lesnar because he eventually got a no contest for the Mark Hunt fight.
Yep.
So we'll throw that element in just a second when we have it pop up. Jacory doesn't really like me right now because I have negative points because my jokes were so great that I got negative points. Francis, Brock Lesnar announced that he's retiring from the UFC, or MMA, which makes sense even though I don't think the UFC is pleased because I think the UFC still knows that anything with Brock Lesnar will pack the house, sell seats, sell tickets.
When you look at the other divisions in the UFC, the featherweight, lightweight, even light middleweight, they have a lot of talent that's going to draw in that viewer, right? You get, and it's not just the fact that it's talent in the way they're performing, but the characters around them. The McGregors, if you get John Jones in the octagon, he's going to draw in an audience. I mean, look what happened when you removed him from it. You got people booing Daniel Cormier and Anderson Silva because they love that captivating figure. Brock Lesnar has that same aura about him. He's by no means as talented. I mean, even his fight against Mark Hunt wasn't the best fight to watch, but you were still drawn into it because it's Brock Lesnar, and he has an ego and a set of charisma that's as big as his body himself.
He's shaped exactly like Hercules.
Yes.
In the Disney movie Hercules.
He doesn't look. He's shaped a little bit like a combination of Hercules and Johnny Bravo, almost.
Oh,
to me.
that's a good one too.
Yeah, it's because he's simply like
a Viking.
Yeah.
He's a literal Viking.
So, regardless, and it's not like he's a bad fighter either. You know, he's not. I don't think he's been tested as much. I would like. It's the intriguing idea of seeing someone overthrow a literal godlike figure. You know, the way he looks.
His wrestling is always, he's known, obviously, for that being successful at the high school and the college level, very successful at the high school and college level, championship winning wrestler at those levels. And then, of course, WWE isn't MMA, is not UFC, but when you made that crossover, you're bringing over an already rabid fan base, right? I mean, he ended the Undertaker's streak. That's a big deal. And he took that streak over to the UFC, and people were captivated by him because just look at him. They go like, when they think of UFC fighters and cage fighting, you kind of think of people like Brock Lesnar. Like, Brock Lesnar could have easily been one of the guys who got close to beating Maximus in Gladiator.
Very close.
Like, very close. Not doesn't do it.
No, he still couldn't do it.
He's like the guy that's spinning the fucking...
Oh, he's swinging the
mace,
big...
The mace, like the mace on a chain. And like they open the door and bam! You're like, oh, shit, that's an unfair advantage, by the way. I mean, it's not like Brock Lesnar got
just give him a heads up. I'll give him a little peek, but that was the poor guy.
Give him a helmet!
It was the poor guy that was already pissing himself before he went out. Remember? It was just like, he said he'd just get sent as soon as he came out.
What a movie. Can we see his fight history really quick? Because it's longer than I remember, actually. I mean, in the UFC, he came in 2008, and Heath Herring and Randy Couture and Frank Mir, and he went on a little win streak for 2 straight years. Then he took his break. Then he dropped the two. He started facing nothing against Shane Carwin and an older Randy Couture.
Yeah.
But Cain Velasquez and Alistair Overeem were part of the new wave of younger generation fighters, and they simply just were too much from the handle, including Velasquez, who knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then the no decision. It would have been considered a win if he didn't get caught by the NSAC, Nevada State Athletic Commission, and USADA for doping. So, which, by the way, come over from the WWE. You're fighting in like 47 days. They all on steroids in the WWE anyway. Should have just been like, look, man, you can't fight until the steroids are out of your system.
Yeah, very true.
Crazy idea.
Crazy. But
who would you rather fight? Brock Lesnar or the guy spinning the mace in Gladiator?
Brock Lesnar, because he's not got a weapon. Does Brock Lesnar have the weapon?
He gets a mace.
Okay. Well, I'm dying either way. So I'm not going to... It's not like it's not getting a peaceful death out of this.
Wooden shield.
And Maximus is my partner.
No,
Sold!
No, wooden shield and Maximus's one friend as your partner.
Oh, the what's his name? The guy that was in Blood Diamond?
Yes.
can you see any diamonds? And he strips himself naked.
I want to see my father. And I want to see my kid.
It's the best scene ever when he just strips himself naked and says, do you see any
Do
diamonds?
you see any diamonds?
That's one way to prove your point. Great movie. Yeah, I'll take my odds with those guys, with him, and I'll fight Brock Lesnar. So, by the way, I totally forgot that Brock Lesnar fought Alistair Overeem. That's probably the best live-action version you could get of like Optimus Prime versus Megatron.
Who's who?
Oh, both of them are huge.
No, but
I would say
one's got to be the villain, the other's got to be saving mankind.
All right, well, we'll say Brock Lesnar for the fact that he defeated
Optimus?
The Undertaker. No, he can be Megatron.
Oh, he's Megatron.
Yeah, and Alistair Overeem can be.
The Undertaker's now just Bumblebee?
Yeah, man, always. He's a troubled soul. He's got a lot inside that you just don't realise. There's a lot to the Undertaker, a lot more that meets the eye. So, yeah, it's interesting. Don't do it.
Oh, he's awake. I'm just going to throw it at him. Edwin, plus 3 points for falling asleep.
Yeah, he gets plus points, so be able to peacefully nod off. All right, well,
Griffin!
Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think that Brock Lesnar had a good UFC career? Are you going to be sad to see him go? Is he maybe going to move to the Bellator? Because he says is he retiring from anything?
No, he said he's retiring from MMA.
Oh, he is? Not just the UFC? All right, well, he's not going to go to Bellator then.
Meryl Streep are not the arts. Sorry.